Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. Let me pause so that I can hear the sound and make sure it's good. Okay, perfect. So, for those of you that are new here, my name is Natalie Hughes. I'm a life mindset and manifestation coach in my business and on my platform. I help professional women to co-create emotionally fulfilled lives. And before we get into today's video, I have to go on a very short rant. And the rant is this: there's a standard in this community, there's a standard on this channel, there's a standard on this platform. These videos, me as a coach, leader, woman, they're not for everybody. This is for a specific kind of woman who's in a specific place in her life, who is ready to actually do the work to create change. And the reason why I'm specifying this and talking about this is because something that's very common and popular in the spiritual community are women who don't think for themselves. And I actually can't deal with it. It actually irritates the fuck out of me. So I just need to make that incredibly clear. When you're coming to my videos, coming to my readings, every single thing that you're hearing should be a confirmation of what's already alive within you. It should be a confirmation of your own intuition. It should be confirmation of the mindset and energetic work that you are already doing. If you're not already doing that work, I have resources like the free resource library, my courses, my programs, my journals, my meditations to help get you started. But long story short, you cannot be brain dead in this community. And what I mean by you cannot be brain dead in this community is you cannot comment on my fucking videos asking me to do pick a card readings on XYZ different topic. It irritates me. Because number one, every single video that I create is coming from something that I feel inspired to say, something that I feel inspired to share, something that interests me, something that intrigues me, something that I feel naturally inclined to talk about and channel on. That's why my readings are amazing. That's why my shit is one of a kind. That's why I'm giving you shit that you're not finding anywhere else. You're welcome. It's called living in your zone of genius. I'm not doing shit just because people want me to do it. I'm not doing it just because it's popular. I'm not doing it just because it's been requested. When you are listening to my readings and you feel inspired to tap into another area of your life, that is a sign for you to bust out your fucking journal, for you to bust out your notes app, and for you to get tuned in, tapped in, turned on to that. I had someone comment on one of my videos last week, weeks ago, days ago. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. Somebody commented on my videos. They were like, can you do a video on your in-laws and what life with your in-laws will be? No, I cannot. No, I will not. Number one, because I don't want to. I don't feel inspired to. I won't do that. Number two, don't ever ask a black woman to do work for you for free. That's fucking insane. Number three, instead of asking me to do a reading on what your in-laws will be like, as if I have the answers and the secret key that nobody else can tap into, that you can't tap into. Instead, you should be building out the expectation using your mind, using your brain, using your scripting, using your journaling. You should be building out the expectation that obviously your in-laws are in love with you and they're obsessed with you because you're such a lovable woman, because you're such an amazing person. You should already have that fucking expectation. You shouldn't be asking me about shit that you already need to have figured out. These videos are an invitation to potentially take your mind someplace that it's never gone before, and or to confirm your intuition. You're supposed to be leaving each of these readings feeling inspired, feeling ready to dive even deeper into your dream life, your desired life, what you've come here for, what you're ready to create. You're not sitting down in front of a bitch who's sitting in front of a crystal ball that's about to tell you what the universe has decided you get to have in this lifetime based on all of your past karma. That's not who I am. That's not what you're getting. Okay? And if you don't know that, because you don't watch the intros or whatever, you need to be more responsible with your energy. You need to be more responsible with the content that you consume. You need to start being more intentional. That's on you. We really need to tighten it up as a community. We need to tighten it up as women. You come into my world. You're in my community. You're going to be the leader of your mind. And every single thing that you receive from me, whether it's a pick a card reading, whether it's an episode of my podcast, whether it's a training from the Manifestation 101 or a workbook in the free resource library or one of my courses, you are consuming my content and you are receiving from me as an act of confirming what's already alive within you, as an act of confirming your own intuition, as you accepting an invitation to take your mind someplace that it's never been before, as you accepting an invitation to be inspired and to start thinking about shit next fucking level. There's a lot of readers and a lot of videos of people who don't have fucking standards. I don't do videos for women who don't have a standard, who don't have a desire for a certain level of connection, a certain type of relationship. Somebody commented on my video and they said, can you do a reading on your first argument as a couple? No. Why would I do that? That's fucking ridiculous. Of all of the things that I could get tuned in, tapped in, turned on to, why would I get tuned in, tapped in, turned on to an argument? You will never catch me arguing with a grown fucking man. I don't anticipate arguments in my soulmate relationship. Why? Because I'm actually a clear, effective communicator. I don't argue with anybody. I don't argue on this channel. I will block you and we will move on. So why would I do a video tapping into what's your first argument going to be about? Why are you as a woman in the headspace, in the mindset that you're going to have arguments in your connection with your future spouse, your husband, your soulmate? Are you not intentionally creating a high vibrational relationship? Are you not intentionally calling in the highest vibrational relationship known to man? If you aren't, then you don't need to be in this community. Period. And that's that on that. Quick rant is officially over. Instead of talking about what is your argument going to be like with your future spouse, I'm going to do something different, something zone of genius, something that's actually wanted and desired in the world, meaning wanted and desired on your soul, on a soul level, on a higher vibrational level, wanted and desired by the version of you who wants to have a relationship that raises the vibration of planet fucking Earth. I said, instead of connecting with the energy of an argument, chaos, conflict, drama, difficulty, why the fuck would I do that willingly? If a little bit of shit comes up while I'm channeling and a message like that comes through, I'm going to share it. That's fine. It's not illegal. It's not bad, but I'm not going to go and seek that out. So what do I want to seek out instead? I don't want arguments with my husband. I want peace. I want serenity. I want tranquility. So in today's video, we're looking at your greatest moments of peace, your greatest moments of tranquility, your greatest moments of serenity. And this is why I'm the woman with the channel and the platform and the business who's the life mindset and manifestation coach. Because I'm the woman who actually is tuned into a higher vision for her fucking community. There's a standard. I have a standard for the women that I want in my community. I have a standard for the kind of work that I'm willing to do. There's a standard for the shit that I'm willing to tap into. There's a standard for the visions that I'm willing to channel. And just like I have a standard for myself, you're going to be in my community. I have a standard for you. You don't have to meet that standard. You can leave or be removed. I don't really give a fuck either way. Get it? Got it? Good. On your screen, there are 3 pictures. The timestamps are already in the description box. Pick the picture or pictures that stand out the most to you, and I'll see you at your reading. Okay, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. In today's video, we are tapping into your greatest moments of peace with your soulmate. And before we get into that, if you guys skipped the introduction, go back to it, because I am expressing a standard for us as a community and what it takes to be a woman in this community. My readings are not for everybody. The way that I channel and the visions that I'm channeling are not for everyone. If you're not a woman who's actually interested in doing the work, this reading, this channel, this platform is not for you. So I suggest you go back and listen to that introduction so that you can be clear and you can be mindful about what you are tapping into. With that being said, what you currently see on your screen is the free resource library. This is absolutely perfect for people who are beginning or even advanced in their mindset work. There's over 12 mindset resources available to you. There's workbooks, there's EFT tapping scripts, there's meditations, just amazing, really great shit inside of the free resource library. You can click the link in the description box and get access to that for free, of course. And now let's move on into your reading. Okay, so pile number 1, your greatest moments of peace with your soulmate, your greatest moments of serenity. I have to get my timer together because if I don't, then all right, your greatest moments of peace with your soulmate. Ooh, we got the 6 of Wands. Oh, I love this. Your greatest moments of peace with your soulmate. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, this is so good. Oh my God. This is like, the picture is immediate. Okay. So we have 6 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. This is so beautiful. Your greatest moments of peace with your soulmate are going to be everlasting. And I know that's a little bit corny, but it really is this kind of eternal bliss. And the reason why we're starting the reading off in that way is because we're seeing basically every single stage and chapter of life. We have the 6 of Wands, which is when you're victorious, when you're winning, when the crowd is chanting your name, when everything is going right. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is when you're grinding, when you're working towards it, when you're being methodical, when you're putting in the energy, when you're making the dream, happen, when you're in that basement phase, right? Steve Jobs in the garage phase. And then we have the 10 of Swords, when you're in that phase where you've been betrayed, when you're in that phase where it didn't go how you planned it, when you're in that phase where you've got a wound that's coming up, where you've got a trigger that's coming up, when you're in that phase when you've, unfortunately been hurt or been wounded. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles, when you're in that phase where you're alchemizing, when you're in that phase where you have, sown your oats. I don't do gardening, okay? But it's that process where you're planting the seeds and you're tending to the garden. and you are preparing for that harvest. So it's like all of these different aspects of life throughout all of these different chapters, throughout all of these different segments of life, your soulmate is here. And there's a peace and serenity. This man is going to bring you he's going to have a really great gift. This is like earth sign energy. Earth sign men are really good at this. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, where they're really, really grounded. Okay? Really, really grounded. And when you're around a man who has earth sign energy, they don't even have to be doing it consciously. Just being around them will bring you back down to earth. So things could be chaotic good, where, oh my God, there's so much excitement. Everything is happening. All of my dreams are coming true. Oh my God, this is so much. And you come around your husband, and even in the midst of all of that chaos and excitement, there's a peace and there's a calm. And even in those moments when things are going terrible, there's terrible shit that's on the news. There's terrible shit that's happening in the world. There's terrible shit that's happening in your life. What the fuck is going on? Everything is going wrong, right? Sharpay Evans, this is not what I want. This is not what I planned. And I just gotta say, I do not understand. It's that kind of energy, and there's still peace and there's still calm when you're connected with your husband, because he just has this energy that soothes you. He just has this energy that brings peace and calm to you. This is not a man who gets like excitable. It's not that he doesn't experience excitement or experience emotions, but this is not a man who gets like excited and is gonna like scream and yell and holler. You know what I mean? It's not really giving that. That's just not the kind of person that he is. Of course he's going to experience joy. Of course he's going to, experience his full range of emotions, but he kind of has this baseline. Underneath it all, there's a baseline. There's a baseline of calm. There's a baseline of everything is okay. There's a baseline of we're safe. There's a baseline of I can take care of myself. It's a self-esteem. So for those of you that don't know, my definition of self-esteem is what I believe that I can do, what I believe that I can accomplish, and what I believe that I can achieve. So your self-esteem is about your own belief in your capability and your competency, right? So this man has this strong and stable self-esteem where he believes in his ability to handle shit. He believes in his ability to handle life. So when there's terrible things that are going on, it might be like, okay, there's a lot of shit that's happening and it feels really, really chaotic, but I know that we can get a really great lawyer, and I know that we can handle this, and I know that we have contracts in place for when things like this happen, and it's just things get taken care of and things are okay. They're showing me even like when somebody passes away, you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of person who's like, is very practical, right? It's a very masculine energy. Masculine energy wants to take action to make things happen, wants to create a plan and follow that plan until the goal comes into fruition, right? So this is the person, when somebody passes away, he's like, okay, this is an unfortunate time, but this is why we have wills, or this is the funeral home that we're going to call. I don't know what happens when somebody passes away, okay? I've never planned a fucking funeral, but that's the energy that I'm getting here. Like, when there are moments where you're like, I don't know what to do in this situation. I've never had anything like this happen to me before. I'm not sure what's going on. He is there. He knows something. If he doesn't know everything, he knows a guy who knows a guy, right? So this is a man who just has a strong belief in himself, who's going to be really, really solid. And the song that I'm hearing in my head is Lover's Rock by Sade. Is that how you pronounce her name? So you might want to go and listen to that song, because that's really the energy. It's like his essence when he comes into the room, or when you guys are cuddling, or when he's hugging you and his arms are wrapped around you. It's like his energy and his essence is just going to like kind of like shower over you, and it's this calming energy, right? This calming effect on you where your muscles are relaxing and you feel safe and you feel secure and you just feel like, okay, like I'm okay, I've got this, and things are good. And even when, there's great things that are happening in your life, sometimes we can freak out because things are getting so good. And, like, they're showing me you being invited to an event and you're so excited because you got invited to this event, and maybe you're like accepting an award or something, and you're like, okay, like what am I gonna wear, like does this outfit look good, like just having those moments, those small moments of insecurity. Even when we're confident in ourselves, insecurities can pop up from time to time, and that's normal and that's okay. So when you're having those moments where great things are happening and you're so excited, and there's like a little moment of doubt or a little moment of overwhelm, right? Because you are my people in my community. I talked about this at the beginning of the video and at the beginning of this pile, that my readings are not for everybody. Everybody can't sit with us, and it's not because people aren't good enough. It's because my shit is made for women with a purpose. My shit is made for women with a calling. My shit is made for women who are called to go higher. Everything I do is intentional, right? So because I'm talking to this specific kind of woman, I'm talking to the woman who has a calling on her life, I'm talking to the woman who has a purpose with that Six of Wands energy. You are meant to be seen. You are meant to be known. And this can take the form of many things, right? This can be on a worldwide stage. This can be in your industry. This can be just in your town, right? You are meant to be known. You are meant to be seen and recognized. And there are moments where you can feel a little bit exposed, right? Your following is growing and expanding, and then people start being weird and stalking you, and you start, maybe feeling a little bit afraid about this and this and this. And in those moments, he's still there. So he's still there with that presence of calm and that presence of safety and that presence of security, where you're just like, it's safe for me to grow, it's safe for me to expand. Because being a celebrity, which we're going to use in that general term. You could be a local celebrity. You could be a celebrity on the block that you live, right? You could be a celebrity at your school, celebrity at your job. Having that celebrity, having people know who you are, there's a certain level of exposure that comes with that. People can see you. People can talk about you. People can, you know what I'm saying? So it's like celebrity feels very vulnerable in a sense, and you can feel impacted by that in a lot of different ways, in ways that make you feel insecure, or ways that make you feel a little bit afraid, or ways that make you doubt and make you want to pull back and kind of hide away. Because we're divine feminine energy. It's where women, and as a divine feminine energy, you're kind of really sensitive, like a pearl, you know what I mean? And if you are, as a pearl, exposed to the elements, then you're gonna get all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a divine masculine energy that is providing masculine containment for you, it's like a shell wrapped around this pearl that's really fragile and vulnerable, and that acts as a protective mechanism. So you're going to have this man who makes you feel safe and secure, safe to be seen, safe to grow and expand. You're going to reach next level after next level after next level, and you're going to think to yourself, I'm okay, I've got this because I'm taken care of, right? This is the pile for the girls who want a boyfriend and a bodyguard at the same time. You know what I mean? That's the kind of energy. That's the kind of vibe. Because the Six of Wands was the first card that came out for you guys. So this is the pile for the women who are going to be known. This is the pile for the women who are going to have the spotlight on them, and that can come with some fears. So this man is going to bring you a sense of peace and a sense of calm. They're showing me from the High School Musical movies. That has been coming up a lot for me, like the past day. High School Musical. when Sharpay is getting ready to go on stage and she's doing like her vocal warm up exercises, it's like you're getting ready to go on stage, and sometimes you can feel that energy of like nervousness, right? That energy of nervousness and excitement. And am I going to remember my lines? Am I going to remember my blocking? Am I going to, make a fool of myself? And he's there with you, in the sidelines, and you just can look at him, can feel his presence, can hold his hand, and you're like, no, like, I'm good, I'm okay, I've got this. He grounds you, he makes you feel safe, he makes you feel okay, and really just safe to be seen. So I love this pile number 1. I was not expecting the messages to come through like this. If you are claiming this as your pile, please drop some pink comments for me in the comments section. I loved this video so much, and this video is actually such a perfect example of a reading that is giving you one scene, one spark, one piece of inspiration. And the perfect place for you to take this inspiration is quite literally the Magnetic to Matrimony digital journal. The journal prompts inside of this journal are made to help you expand on the messages that you've received today so that you can have a clear picture of that everyday life with your soulmate. Every single question in this journal is created to raise your vibration and to help you normalize that clear vision of life with your future husband in a way that actually feels attainable. And as you practice being the leader of your own mind and deliberately tapping into these visions yourself through scripting, you're going to be becoming more empowered, building your own self-esteem, and of course, you're going to be normalizing that experience of having a man here, of feeling that man here. And energetically, as that becomes a part of your dominant vibration, I am in a loving and cherished relationship, you become magnetic to that man. While you're listening to the reading, you're in the receptive mode. While you're receiving the visions, you're in the receptive mode. But what do you do when the reading clicks off? The Magnetic to Matrimony digital journal is for the in-between time. It's for when you're waking up in the morning, when you're going to bed. It's for those moments when you need to give your mind something different to do, so you're not wondering if he's actually going to show up, or wondering where he is, or feeling doubtful and all of that shitty stuff, okay? Inside of the journal, you're getting scripting prompts, visualization exercises, you're getting affirmations for your daily use, and you're getting my favorite 8-minute long immersive meditation. Literally, you guys, Sarah is one of the first testimonials that we have for Magnetic to Matrimony. She said that it was the most immersive love meditation she's ever done, and it made her cry. I cannot recommend this digital journal enough. I love you so much. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want to grab your journal, it's going to be on sale for $27 until the end of February 14th. So you've only got about 48 more hours to grab your journal for $27 before the price goes up to $47. I love you so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. All right, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We are getting into the greatest moments of peace. What are the greatest moments of peace that you're going to be experiencing with your soulmate? Give me 1 second to record that time stamp. This is so good and so amazing. And as we're getting into this energy, I just want to let you know there was a kind of rant, kind of things that you need to know about the requirements for what it takes to be a woman in this community, right? This video, my reading style, my offerings are not for everyone. I'm talking to a specific woman. I'm talking to a woman who is serious about actually creating this shit in her life. This is not for fun. This is not for a hobby. This is not an opportunity for you to check out of your current reality and be codependent on a fantasy while ignoring the shitty shit that's going on in your life and in your mind. This is not that. This is for the woman who's intentional. This is for the woman who wants to be in a committed relationship. This is her year. She's ready to be married. She's ready for this shit to be real. Okay, so I suggest you go listen to everything that I said at the beginning of the video. That was the gist. If that's not you, no hard feelings. You can literally click out, dislike the video. I don't really care. Just leave. Thank you. And with that being said, don't forget about the free resource library. For those of you that aren't already doing the mindset work, the free resource library is a great place to start. It's also great for those of you who are advanced. Obviously, I'm teaching the shit and I still use the journals, the workbooks, the EFT tappings, the meditations inside of the free resource library. It is absolutely amazing. There's over 12 mindset and manifestation resources available to you for free when you click that link in the description box. And with that being said, now let's get into your video. And I already chose that background. Okay. So, pile number 2. All right. What are pile number 2's greatest moments of peace with her soulmate? We have the sun. I feel like you guys are people who love music. We have the Sun, Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. And we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. They're like, pause here. And let's talk about this. Your greatest moments of peace. Your future husband is calculated. Your future husband is intentional, okay? Not calculated in a terrible, evil, horrible way, obviously. We're tapping into the highest vibrational love, right? Your future spouse is intentional. So your greatest moments of peace are also deeply connected to happiness. This doesn't feel like you're just sitting out in the middle of the woods, just listening to the birds chirping and just taking slow, deep breaths, right? It's not that kind of peace. It's a Taylor Swift, Lavender Haze kind of peace. And I'll elaborate on that, of course. What I mean is that there is an energy of happiness and there's an energy of joy that is coming through really strongly here. And those moments where you're going to have the greatest peace with your soulmate, it's not going to be something that happens accidentally. It's going to be something that happens very intentionally. He's going to very intentionally create opportunities for you to experience joy and joy and peace at the same exact time. How can I explain this? I'm seeing someone in the kitchen, okay? I'm seeing you, pile number 2, you're in a kitchen and there's music that is blasting and playing. And it's like a morning, right? Let's say it's like a weekend morning. You're in the kitchen, the music is playing, the blinds are open, the windows are open, the music is blasting, and you know when your playlist is just like really hitting, you know what I mean? Where it's just like one song after the next. You're like, oh my God, this is my jam. And then you're like, oh my God, this is my jam. And you're like, oh my God, I love this song. It's just like one song after the next is so good. And then you are, cooking your pancakes and you're cooking your bacon, and the pancakes just come out perfectly and they just have that perfect crisp to them, you know what I'm saying? And the bacon just cooks in that perfect way. And the bacon, maybe you guys really like crispy food, girl, I don't know, the bacon is just like crispy in the perfect way. Like everything is just cooked to perfection. Like, when you've just cooked something and you're like, damn, this shit is good, like she's done it again, It's that. And I can't help but laugh. It's like when you're experiencing so much joy and so much happiness that the laugh just comes out of you. It's like you are experiencing so much happiness and so much joy that you have to laugh. It's like a balloon that is full of air that you have to let out, or you're gonna burst. You know what I mean? Except you're bursting with joy, you're bursting with happiness, you're bursting with enjoyment. And it's not like, it doesn't feel like excitement, right? It's not like, oh my god, I'm so excited for this breakfast. It's not that. It's, I am enjoying my life. I am enjoying my breakfast. I am enjoying this and this and this. You know what I mean? And so the role that your husband is going to play is, he's the man who gets up before you and gets out the pots and the pans and all of the mix. You know what I'm saying? Or he's the man who gets up in the morning before you and starts cooking. He's the man who, when you're coming home from work, draws you a bubble bath and uses all of your favorite products because he watches the way that you put your bubble bath together, right? The woman that I'm talking to in pile number 2, you are the kind of woman who does have her preferred bath salts, right? You've got the bath salts that you like, you got the bath bombs that you like, you got the bubble bath that you like, right? You have the face mask that you like to put on while you do your bubble bath. Maybe you got a hair mask that you like to do sometimes, right? You're women who have a self-care routine. And so this man is going to learn you, and he's going to understand you. He's going to understand your habits. Every Saturday, my wife gives herself a mani-pedi. And so when she comes home from the gym, I'm going to, put her mani-pedi stuff out for her. So when she's done with her shower, she can do that. Or when you mention, oh, I really need to do this for myself, I really need to shave, or I really need to blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh yeah, I just went and bought you this, or I went online and reordered your favorite products, or I, put that basket together for you, or I laid it out there for you. So this is the man who intentionally does things to create an environment where you have an opportunity to experience and express your joy. And those are going to be your greatest moments of peace, because those moments where it's just the right song after the right song after the right song, and the food that you're cooking is coming together great, and you just feel like, I'm in love with being alive. I love being here. I love my life. I love being a human being. I love that I get to eat delicious food, and I love that I get to listen to amazing music, and I love being here. I love that I have ears. I love that I have taste buds. I love that I have skin that can feel this bubble bath. I love that I have a nose that can smell how good this bath bomb smells. You know what I mean? Like, when you have those moments where you're just like, I'm so happy and I feel so good and I just feel so lucky to be alive, those are going to be your greatest moments of peace. It's not something that I typically would have identified as a peace, but it totally is. It's a peacefulness. You're not worried about the stressors of the day. You're not worried about anything that's going wrong. You're not worried about any kind of negativity. It's just a moment of happiness. It's a bubble of happiness. It's a moment in time where you just get to sit and enjoy and relish, and he's going to know you, and he's going to know the things that you like to do, know your favorite hobbies, and he's going to create opportunities for you to have those moments. Like, I'm getting the energy of women who like to be alone sometimes. Your alone time is really important to you, because I'm seeing your husband like buy you tickets to go to a movie theater or something. You know what I mean? Like a matinee showing where nobody is gonna be there. And he's like, and I also got the tickets for like the snacks and the food, because you can buy those things, And so it's like he sets up experiences for you where you just go and you just receive. He pays for you to get your hair done. He pays for you to get your nails done. But it's not one of those experiences where and I'm not going to talk about my personal ideas It's not one of those experiences where you're already going to the nail salon and he's like, okay, I'm going to Cash App you or Apple Pay you. It's not that, because it's intentional. Like I said at the beginning of this reading, he's an intentional man. And so it's more so the experience of like, you know how they have like certificates, gift certificates, or gift cards. No, gift card doesn't feel appropriate. Like a gift certificate. I went to the spa that you like, or I called the spa that you like, and I asked for your favorite masseuse because you were telling me how amazing she was, and I talked to her and she said she recommended this treatment, and she told me how you've been wanting to get this treatment but it hasn't been the right time and the treatment takes 2 hours, so I cleared your schedule for Saturday and I booked the appointment that you've been wanting, and all you have to do is go down to the spa and receive. You know what I'm saying? It's intentional. And so it's like, yes, there's moments when you guys are doing things together and you're experiencing that joy and that happiness and there's peace in that, but a lot of it is based on what you need, based on how you feel. Your greatest moments of peace are going to come because you have a man who sees you. You have a man who sees what's alive within you. You have a man who sees what you need and who sees how you feel and what you like and what you desire. So he's very responsive to your needs, and he takes the initiative to take care of you. Pile number 2. That was absolutely amazing. If you're claiming this reading, drop some green emojis in the comment section and let me know. And one thing about this reading, and one thing about every single thing that I do, is that this is just a snapshot. This is just a quick idea. I want you guys to be taking this information and to be going deeper with it. What are those scenarios? What are those things that he's doing for you? And how does it feel to be experiencing them, right? And inside of the Magnetic to Matrimony digital journal, you're getting over 40 guided scripting prompts that are going to help you do this, that are going to help you go deeper, that are going to help you expand on that vision of your life, of your everyday life with your soulmate, so that that soulmate relationship, that union, that partnership can feel attainable to you. And over time, it can feel normal to you and you will become magnetic to it. It must show up quickly and easily because it's going to become who you are. In other words, as you answer each journal prompt, you're going to embody the version of you who is that married woman, who is that woman who is seen and loved and taken care of and shown up for. That's what I want for you. That's why I'm so intentional with every single thing that I'm doing. So if you're ready to take this reading and take this vision and go deeper with it, you can grab the Magnetic to Matrimony scripting guide right now. It's on sale for $27. It will only be on sale for about the next like 48 hours. When you join, you're getting scripting prompts, you're getting visualization exercises, you're getting affirmations, and you're getting my favorite 8-minute long immersive meditation. If you guys have not seen it already, I'm never going to stop talking about Sarah's review. This was when she just got the Magnetic to Matrimony digital journaling guide. She said the meditation was beyond all of her expectations. She says it was the most immersive love meditation she's ever done. Literally, in the meditation, you can hear your husband's heartbeat. Bitch, it's so good. It's so good. I can't tell you what the rest of it is, but it's so good. It's so good. Like, it's so good. I want everybody in the world to experience this, okay? It's amazing. She said it was the most immersive meditation she's ever done. She said that it made her cry, which is so good because crying is an energetic release. It's energetically aligning with what you want and what you desire. This powerful bundle is going to help you to shift and redirect your energy and your focus so that moment to moment you can be aligning with the soulmate of your desires. I'm serious about this work, you guys. One of our community members, Brianna, who manifested her dream guy, her testimony is up on the channel and everything. She manifested her dream guy. She had just posted on her Instagram story the other day, her boyfriend got her a new designer bag for Valentine's Day as a pre-Valentine's Day gift. Like, That's so freaking adorable. And it's something that she wanted. And it's something that she was very deliberate about creating. And that's why I talk to you guys about being the leader of your mind. I don't want anybody in my world who's not using their own brain. In other words, I don't want anybody in my world who's not thinking for themselves, who's not deciding the kind of love they want and how they want to be treated. So if you are the woman who is being deliberate with her mind, or who's ready to be deliberate with her mind, or who's ready to go even deeper and get some assistance in being deliberate with her mind, the Magnetic to Matrimony digital journal is the best place for you. Like I said, it is on sale. You can grab it using the link in the description box. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way out of here. I'll talk to you in the next video. All right, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Girl, I gotta be fucking. Okay, I know that you guys can hear me now, and this is coming from my normal computer. My audio and my microphone, my mic is on, but my streaming software. Give me a second. You guys can skip a little bit. Oh, it's back. Oh, I'm sorry if that sounded weird. I had to reboot the audio. Okay. Oh shit, you know what? Let me just do the timestamp a little bit later. Okay. Hello, my loves. Welcome to your reading pile number 3. We're tapping into what are the greatest moments of peace that you're going to experience in your next relationship with your future husband. Now, at the beginning of this video, I shared some information on the standard that I have for the women in this community. I highly suggest you go back and listen to the beginning of the video so that you can consume this content intentionally and mindfully and make sure that it's for you. Long story short, this reading is supposed to be a confirmation of your intuition, and it's supposed to be something that you are utilizing in your own mindset practice. This is not me sitting and telling you what you get to have or what is your destiny. I'm telling you what is a potential for you, and it's your job to take this potential and make it real. If you're not a woman who is genuinely and authentically interested in taking this potential and making it real, this is your opportunity to click the fuck out. With that being said, let's hop into this and let me tell you about the free resource library. Whether you are a beginner with the mindset work, the energetic work, or you're intermediate, I created the programs. I still use this. It's the free resource library. There are over 12 mindset and manifestation tools available to you. Inside of it, there's journals, there's workbooks, there's EFT tapping scripts and videos, there's meditations. It is amazing. I can't recommend it enough. So you can click the link in the description box and get access to the free resource library if you would like. And with that being said, let me remember, yes, what I felt to choose for your video here. And let's begin. Pile number 3, moments of peace. Moments of peace. Oh my God. I just saw a Pop the Balloon video on my feed while I was scrolling, and it was a girl. She was singing, and while she was singing, they were popping their balloons because she was singing. And I was like, fuck, I would not survive. I would not survive on that show because bitch like me, when the spirit moves, I'm gonna let out a tune, okay? And it doesn't it doesn't really have to be good. It doesn't have to be good over here, okay? This is more so you know, when the spirit moves you, you move. Like Okay. Seriously. Did I start the timer? I didn't. Hold on. Okay, we're ready. Pile number, my cards dropped. Moments of peace. Moments of peace. Okay. Moments of peace with your future soulmate. We got the Four of Wands. Your greatest moments of peace. Four of Wands, Five of Cups. You know exactly what I'm hearing. That song by, God, is her name Alyssa? I don't know. But that song, I think the title of it is Here. And basically it was like really popular in like 2016 or whatever. And the song was just basically like, everybody's at this party and they're all lame, doing, substances and, getting drunk. And I'm just here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no hate to her, whatever. But that was the song. And you guys kind of have that energy. Which is so funny, and it's not a negative thing, right? It's not hate. I pinky swear. The point is, like, this is the pile. The woman that I'm talking to in this pile, she does not want to go to the club. She does not want to go to the club. She might like good music. She might like a good DJ. She might be okay going to a lounge. She doesn't want to be in a club where there's a whole bunch of people, strangers, pressed up against her. She doesn't want to go and party and do stupid, superficial shit. She wants to go deeper. She wants to do something deeper. She wants to do something meaningful. She wants to experience meaningful connection. And one thing that you're always going to get in your husband is that he feels the same way. It's not that I get that you guys won't ever go out or that you guys won't have a party or that you guys won't do things, but it's kind of like, pile number 3 and her husband are going to show up to the party, but they probably are going to be one of the first people to leave. Or maybe not, they're going to be one of the first people to leave, but also in a much more real sense, they're definitely going to be one of the first few people. If they're not one of the first 3, they're going to be one of the first 5 because they're here and they enjoy us and they like us and we love connecting with them. But it's like Beyonce and Jay-Z, which I know pile number 3 of my last video cut out, but I was talking about that in that pile too. I don't know if that was not in that pile 2, like the second pile. I was talking about it in pile 3 of the previous video. Oh my goodness. I was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, so you guys might have watched pile 3 of the last video as well. It doesn't matter. There's a Jay-Z and Beyonce energy where Anna Wintour is talking about the Met Gala. And she's like, of course, with Beyonce, you always send an invitation, but you never really know if she's going to show up. And that's the energy. You hope that Beyonce is going to be there. Whether or not Beyonce shows up, we don't really know. When Beyonce is there, you have a great time. You want to connect with her. There's a line full of, celebrities and people who want to get 5 seconds of her time, who want to talk with her, who want to meet with her. But I don't think it was like this Grammys. I think it was the Grammys before last year, or when Jay-Z was getting an award for something at the Grammys. After he gave his speech, Beyonce and Jay-Z left. I think that's what happened. Like, that's the energy regardless. That's the energy of you and your future husband. Like, we will go, we will make an appearance. We might even have a fun time, but we're not going to stay out till the crack of dawn. You know what I'm saying? And we might throw a party, we might have a shindig, and it's going to be so amazing and so great. Everybody's going to love it. Do y'all remember that party that Beyonce and Jay-Z threw a couple of years ago? I don't know when the hell this happened, but it was like a couple of years ago, and it was like in Los Angeles, and there were a whole bunch of paparazzi videos of celebrities coming out of this party, not inside the party, but celebrities coming out of this party, and every single last one of them looked fucked up. Like, toe up from the flow up, bitch. They look fucked up. Like, they had a time, okay, in that party. It's kind of that energy. When pile number 3 has a party, you guys will be very popular and people will show up because they want to connect with you, and you guys party right, and you guys have great music, and you guys, have a really great time, but also you're not partying every single weekend. You're partying once in a blue moon. You're partying on a special occasion. Everybody's going to make sure that they show up to your wedding. Everybody's going to make sure that they show up when you guys are hosting something, because you're amazing host, because you are people that other people want to be around. However, you are my extroverted introverts. You are my popular loners, as they say. You know what I mean? You're the people that people love to be around, but also you're not getting energy from this crowd the day after a party. You need 24 hours of complete and total sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even talking about being hungover, just energetically, you have to recharge. You have to withdraw. So your husband is going to be the same way. And I feel like your greatest moments of peace together as a couple are going to be doing things where it's just the two of you. Doing things like going to art museums, like the hobbies that you and your husband are going to have together, they're very silent, okay? Were you silent or were you silenced? Like, you know, you and your husband, you're going to go to the opera. You're going to go to the orchestra, okay? You're going to go see a show. You're going to go to a museum. You're going to go to an art museum. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go to places. You're going to go to a fashion show. These aren't places that are necessarily boring. These aren't places that are not entertaining, but it's not the club. You're not going with all the all fucking night. That's not who you are. That's not what you're going to do. You guys are going to go someplace that's going to enrich your minds, that's going to leave you feeling inspired, that's going to leave you feeling more educated, that's going to give you a beautiful, fabulous dose of culture. You're going to have amazing experiences together, but they're not going to be those stereotypical experiences. And of course, if none of this sounds good to you, cut the fucking video off and throw your phone away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, but the woman that this reading is for, this is who she is. This is what she likes. This is what she prefers. Like, this is what you feel. This is what you desire. So I see your greatest moments of peace being ones where you're really chilling. You're really connecting with each other. Like, you know, when you go to an art museum with other people, oh my God, I remember years ago, I went to an art museum. I went to the MoMA with my brothers. And it was interesting because one of my brothers was like me with art and actually wanting to consume the art and, you know, look at the pictures. And then my other brother is a Gemini. And what that means is that he just has to talk all the fucking time. No shade to Geminis. It is a trait that you have. If I'm lying, strike me dead, God. And I'm still alive. You know what I mean? Like... I'm also a third houser, so like I get it, but in a much more real sense, I'm a Scorpio, so I don't get it in the same way, you know? But what's the point? The point is, I was at the MoMA with my... No, I wasn't at the MoMA. Where was I? I was at LACMA, the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. So we were in LACMA, and we were walking by all of the exhibits, and one of my brothers and I are looking at the pictures and we're taking it in and, you know, just kind of doing our own things. I'm really a nerd, so when I go to museums, I like to look at the art and I like to see if I can like decipher messages about it in the colors or, you know, the themes, the people that are there. What is this artist trying to communicate with me? And then once I've looked at the painting and studied it in that way, then I like to read the little plaque afterwards to see if I was right or if I was wrong. You know what I mean? So it's like a really fun quizzy game. And if you are my people, if you're the kind of woman that I think you are, pile number 3, then you're going to get this, okay? And that's going to resonate with you. Or you're going to have your own weird little fucking nerdy thing that you like to do in museums or in different places like that. Like, you know, So I can go to a museum and I can be there for hours and I can take in the art and I can take my time moving through exhibits, learning about different things and just taking all of that in. So I'm having that experience. My other brother is doing his own thing. He's, looking at the paintings and, like, taking it in or whatever. We didn't discuss it. And then my other brother, the Gemini, he just kept fucking talking and, like, making jokes. Like, he was not feeling the fucking exhibit at all, right? And he just basically, like, we could tell when it was all through and done. We went down to, like, one of the little cafes and we, like, got drinks and stuff. And me and my one of my brothers was just like, I don't really think that our Gemini brother liked this. Like, this is not, we cannot go out, in this way or go to another museum again. He didn't enjoy that. Like, it was very obvious that it just really wasn't his cup of tea, which is fine. But you guys are definitely women who are more like me, women who want to see art, who want to experience art, who want to talk about it, who want to not just consume it to say that we did it, but to consume art and to have a conversation about it. Not just to have a conversation about it and throw shit out there, just so that we can hear ourselves talk, but to actually dissect something, to actually take thought to a place that it's never gone before. And so, pile number 3, this is very, like, intellectual. Your husband and you will be a very intellectual couple. Your greatest moments of peace are going to be going to those quiet places, like going to a museum, going to an opera, going to see an orchestra, going to see a play, and then you're having conversations during, girl, why the fuck was I going to call it halftime? You're having conversations during, what's that thing? The break between scenes. I can't, not the break between scenes, the break between acts. What's the halftime? Oh my God. I'm not even a football fan. What is the name for halftime in theater? I was a theater kid and I should know this and I feel so embarrassed. The timeout time. It doesn't fucking matter. It's, like, right on the tip of my tongue. That's irritating me. But we have to focus. Divas, we must stay focused. So anyway, during the break time for the play, you are having a conversation about what do you think is going to happen in the second half, or what do you really love, whether you're talking about the plot, you're talking about the characters, you're talking about the performers and the performance that they're putting on, you're talking about your favorite things from the night, you're talking about your favorite parts from the art. This is the kind of pile where you two can go to a library together and you guys can get books and you guys can check out books, or you guys can sit in, like, a garden, like a library with a garden. Yeah, I'm seeing a library with the garden, okay? Or some places they have books, or maybe you just grab some books that you guys are reading and you go to a local garden. And you guys are having a picnic in a park or at the garden. You guys are sitting on a bench and you guys are just reading your books. You're sitting out on your balcony or on your porch, and you guys are just, reading your own books and being in your own world, but also just being together. And there's a peace that comes just from your connection of being together, just from that experience of being in their energy, just from that experience of being in their world, having their essence next to you. It calms you, and your essence also calms them. And so it's like you guys are getting that connection, but you guys don't have to be constantly stimulated. You guys don't have to be talk, 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 talk. You know what I mean? And that's also showing me, oh my God, this is kind of scandalous for Spirit to bring this up during the reading. But in the whole Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively case, which I am following closely, loosely, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot about it, but also, like, super loose. Like, I'm not looking for updates on it. But when it comes up on my TikTok, I'm like, well, I will put this on 2x speed and tune in because this is kind of juicy. You know what I mean? Anyway, so in one of the videos from this, like, lawsuit scandal thing, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively are shooting a scene and they're close up together, and this is supposed to be like this, like, romantic scene. Their characters are in the middle of a party, and Blake is like, we should just be talking during this entire thing. Me and my husband just talk all the time. We don't ever have a moment of silence. We're just talk, 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 talk all the time, just talking, just nonstop talking. And Justin Baldoni is there, and it's just like, me and my wife don't do that. Me and my wife have moments of peace. Me and my wife have moments of just silence, just being silent and staring into each other's eyes. And Blake is basically like, that's fucking terrible. I couldn't do that. That's my nightmare. And I feel like you guys are not like that as a couple. You guys can have moments where you're just slow dancing in your fucking living room, whether there's music playing or there's not music playing. You guys can have moments where you're just there in silence. You guys can have moments, you guys might be into doing like tantric yoga and different things like that. You guys have this level and experience of intimacy where you don't have to always be talking. You don't have to always be on, especially for those of you who are like me and you have a job where you're talking all the fucking time, right? I can get on these videos and I can talk nonstop for an hour, but after the fact, I'm probably going to be silent, sitting in my room. It's like, if you have a career or an experience where you're constantly talking or you're performing and you're on all the time, having those sacred connections where you can just be silent is something that's so valuable, okay? Pile number 3, I know that you get this. I cannot stand those people who just cannot let shit be fucking silent. Always have to talk about something. Always, like the conversation dies down. We can't just have a moment of silence in the fucking car. You got to bring up another topic. Like, fuck, you don't get tired. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm a real yapper, okay, you guys? But still, I'm also a real silencer. Like, and I feel like you recognize that. Like, I feel like you understand that. I feel like you identify with that. Pile number 3. So that's really the energy that's coming through. And this went a lot longer than it was supposed to because the energy was so beautiful and so sacred. There's a sacred, silent connection that you're able to have with your soulmate. And these moments of peace happen when you guys are doing things you're doing activities that have an opportunity for silence, and then there's a discussion afterwards. There's a discussion about the books that you read. You're going into the gardens and you're looking at all of the beautiful flowers, and then at some point you're talking about your favorite, flowers or different things like that. You're going to places and you're doing things, but you're not talking the entire time. You're taking things in, you're receiving, and you're really just enjoying each other's presence. Your greatest moments of peace with your husband are going to be enjoying his presence. Oh my God. This was just so freaking beautiful. Pile number 3. And if this resonated with you and you're claiming this, can you give me some red emojis in the comment section so that I know that you're coming from pile number 3? You gotta give me something, girl, because I double checked to make sure that the audio was on the entire fucking time, okay? So you gotta give me something in the comment section, all right? And if you want to take this reading deeper, you want to go even more expansive with this energy, because like I've been saying, this is only a screenshot, right? This is only a moment, and you're supposed to be taking these visions that I'm channeling for you, and you're supposed to be expanding them because you're the leader of your mind, right? This is just a potential. It is your job to take this potential and to make it real. I've said it once, I will say it until the end of time. I don't want a community of women who aren't creating shit in their own lives. I don't want a community of women who 10 years from now, you still doing the same old shit, having the same old situationships, blah, 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 blah. I don't want that. I want you married. I want you in a completely different experience. I want you experiencing this shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? And an amazing way for you to get that, to get there, is through scripting. I love scripting. I recommend it so much. And actually, inside of Magnetic to Matrimony, it's my journaling guide for the woman who's ready to manifest marriage. You're getting over 40 scripting prompts that are going to help you go deeper in romance than you have ever gone before. You're going to be getting a clear picture of what everyday life with your husband looks like. And as you answer the journal prompts and you practice that mindset and energetic shifting, you're going to be normalizing that experience experience of being in that sacred connection where you're loved, where you're cherished, where you're seen, where you're shown up for, and you're going to become magnetic to that. The man has to show up in your physical reality. So if you're at a place right now where the guy isn't here, just know that that's a reflection of your energy, nothing more, nothing less. So if you're ready to shift your energy and magnetize that man into your life, I highly recommend scripting. And my scripting is amazing. Everything I do is amazing and better than everybody else's. This is true. And one reason why I would really say that my scripting is amazing is because one of my personal clients, Brianna, used what I was teaching her and helping her to do with my scripting last year to manifest her current soulmate, her current boo. And he just got her an early Valentine's Day present. He got her another designer bag. This man spoils the fuck out of this girl. Like, amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Her testimonial is actually up on my website and my YouTube channel if you guys want to go and check that out. But back to the offer. Magnetic to Matrimony is currently on sale for $27. It'll only be on sale for about the next 48 hours. When you join, you're getting digital scripting prompts, you're getting visualization exercises, you're getting daily affirmations, and you're getting my favorite, my infamous, okay, greatest of all time, this immersive 8-minute long meditation. Because I don't love to sit and meditate for a long time. Like, sometimes I do, but if I'm doing a guided meditation, it needs to be short. Otherwise, I don't want to click on it, right? So I created this 8-minute long meditation. You get in there, you get out of there. It's immersive. It's powerful. You're getting tuned in, tapped in, turned on to that everyday experience with your soulmate, with your husband, being on the other side. And it's through these exercises and these energetic shifts that you begin to embody the version of you who is in that relationship. And of course, when you're embodying that energy of the woman who is happily married, you magnetize that into your life. Okay, you guys? So, Magnetic to Matrimony, you can click the link in the description box to grab your copy. It's only going to be $27 until the end of Valentine's Day, the end of February 14th, Pacific Standard Time. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way out of here, and I'll talk to you in the next video.